Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Or I guess I'm welcoming myself back. Took a little hiatus, took a trip to Arizona, got to see some family, which was awesome. But I want to welcome you back to the second installment of the Tech Tuesday tips, tidbits, tricks, and other things that start with T. What I wanted to do actually last week, I got a kind of a quasi request to just kind of go through some of the tech things that I use. So I want to do that. So I'll just start with my computing devices. So first, this is my laptop. It's a MacBook Pro with Retina display, the thin one. Not the new one that's coming out, but this right here is its most prized selling feature, which is the vinyl thing of Boba Fett that I got for like $4 on Amazon. It was awesome. This thing's changed my life. I was a PC guy for a long time, and as soon as I got this, things sort of shifted, and it has to do with the ecosystem. So I'm going to put this. For this part, I'm going to put some stuff on the ground. So just bear with me for a second. So I also am running. I roll with an iPad Mini. This is the second gen. So with and by the way, let me show you this. Show you the background picture I have on here because it's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if that's in focus. Maybe we'll get behind here and see if it'll. Anyway, it's just Darth Vader, but with the Hitman outfit. I like the iPad Mini because it's like the perfect size, like a notebook that I would actually write on. And so I really like it. I don't have it with me. I guess I could have grabbed it, but the pencil by 53 or 12 South, or one of those cool companies. Anyway, it's just a pencil. It's the actual wood pencil, it's a stylus. Works great. I love it. And then I have the iPhone 5S. I've been looking into the 6 and the 6 Plus, but I just feel like it's going to be too big. And so I've just been rolling. I got this probably 6 months ago, and I've loved every minute of having it. I love the thumb print thingy deal down here, and I love just using that. One thing about Apple products that bothers a lot of people, doesn't really bother me, but it does bother a lot of people. I actually kind of like this about the Apple ecosystem, but they have default apps that work across all 3 platforms, Mail and Maps and these other different types of things, and they work really well. But you can't like customize the default apps that you use. So like you can't make the default app on your phone be for a browser be Chrome, or at least maybe I haven't figured it out yet, or maybe I haven't even tried. So when you look something up using Siri, it's going to look it up in Safari. Same thing on the iPad, which for some people is an issue. For me, in some instances it becomes an issue, but most of the time I just use the default apps anyway. I just use the Mail app and the Calendar app and all that kind of stuff, just because I kind of like using it that way. One thing that's amazing about the Apple ecosystem is the fact that you can use all 3 of them interchangeably. So like when I get to work in the morning, I just plug in my laptop, and then I plug my phone right into my laptop just to keep it charged, but I don't ever have to pick it up because I can do all my texting straight from my computer. I can actually make calls straight from my computer on my phone, which is amazing. You could do, I haven't used Android in a while, but when I was using Android, you could do text messaging back and forth from a PC, from a computer. I did that back and forth, but I couldn't make phone calls. And this is amazing to be able to do it from here. And then when I did Windows Phone, I couldn't even send text messages back and forth from my computer. But I think some of the technology is catching up on that. I haven't been, since I got this phone, I haven't been as in tune with the other systems. So that's kind of my thing. I actually like Apple because of the ecosystem functionality. I have an Apple TV. It all just works together. It's built to work together, and it works really well. Some of the other ecosystems haven't quite got there. I know Microsoft that's what they're working for with Windows 10, and then having all the different devices work together. Part of the problem too, I think, is that because Apple is the only company that develops the software and the hardware, everything just sort of works together because they build it all. Like, they build the entire experience. It's not just a really cool operating system and a really cool phone and they put the two together. It's the operating system is built for the computer, which is built for the operating system. So like it meshes together, which I really like. So that's like my computer stuff that I use. I also I'm a huge junkie for little tech gadgets. Like, I've wired up in several different spots around the house the Philips Hue lights, so I can control. In fact, one of these times when I do one of these, I'm going to plug in the Philips Hue to my my lights here and and actually show how I can dim it and stuff with my phone, which is really cool. One of the really cool things about that is when you start to get into the home automation type stuff, you can take advantage of services like If This Then That, or even just the natural apps for iPhone, where if I come home and it's like after sunset, according to Google, it's after sunset, my lights will automatically turn on when I get here. I can have my thermostat, I have the Nest thermostat, I can have that automatically change the temperature when I'm at night, because I really like for it to be cold when I go to sleep, but then it's hard for me to get out of bed if it's cold. It's just too easy for me to stay because my body produces a lot of warmth and I feel great in the bed, but as soon as I get out, I just get really cold. So I can actually have it turn up the temperature, which those of you, if you have a Nest, you can set it to do that. You can set alarms and stuff. I also just ordered this really cool thing for the bed, which is a mattress cover, which tracks sleep and keeps track of how many times you're waking up during the night and that kind of stuff. But it also can warm up your bed. So same thing with the temperature of the house. You can do that with the bed, which is really cool. They don't ship until the fall, so I'm not gonna be able to see it until then. But it's kind of cool. And then probably my favorite new addition to the house is it's a product by August, and at some point here I'll have to put a link to it so you can actually go check it out. But it's a product called August, and it's a smart lock. And essentially what happens is it just replaces the back side, like the actual turn thingy, on your deadbolt, so you don't actually have to change the lock or get new keys or whatever. It just sits on the back, and it's Wi-Fi enabled. And so what happens is every time I drive home, I lock the doors when I leave, and every time I drive home, as soon as I get here, it automatically unlocks the door. So I don't have to pull my keys out and unlock the door. And I know that seems like a small, pulling your keys out and unlocking your door doesn't seem like a big deal, but if I have to bring groceries up, I don't have to put groceries down and then grab my keys and unlock the door and then pick the groceries up and take them inside. All it is just, I just walk in, which is awesome. And there's a Wi-Fi connector that's on its way. It's going to get here tomorrow, actually, or Wednesday, and right, tomorrow, because today's Tuesday. So that I'll be able to unlock my door from anywhere or lock it from anywhere. So like if somebody comes to my house and needs to get in and I'm not here and the door's locked, they can just call me and I can just say, oh yeah, I'll open it for you, beep. Or I can send them a text that says, I can send them a little message from the app for the August Smart Lock, and it'll just, they can open the door themselves, which is really cool. And then it keeps a log for me, so I know everybody that's come in based on the invitations that I've sent them. So it's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. Just kind of improving and automating a lot of life systems. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if I can sync this up, but I'm going to turn on my camera here. What I'd like to do is get a little recording. I want to show people my setup, my video setup. So I'm going to keep the camera rolling here to catch the sound, but then I'm going to turn this camera on. So here we go. Sync in 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're syncing the audio. So I'm just going to walk back around over here and just sort of show my setup. Okay, so we'll flip now to the audio setup. So you can see here, I just got this room. This is my little loft up here. This is kind of dark back here, but there's the stairs coming up. Looks like stairs into the abyss. But coming in here, I just set up this cool little backdrop here. All right, just a cloth. This is where I hang the white shirt that I wear every time. I do wash it, by the way. Just gonna come back over here, and I do actually wash this thing every once in a while, just so you know. Then I have these lights. These are like $35 Amazon lights with the umbrellas. And then I've got this is the Canon Rebel T5i. See that little thing there? So I can focus. And then I've got this Rode shotgun mic that handles all of my audio. It does a great job. And then when I actually mix it, I just use iMovie. I don't really need anything else. So I just use iMovie. Come back right here. Yeah, okay, so we'll flip back over here. Just use iMovie on the Mac to mix it all together and cut out this ambient noise and make it sound good. And actually, one of the great things is I just leave the autofocus on the camera. And then the reason why I wear this white shirt is because it does a great job of tracking the white balance. So I don't have to like set it, which is hard. I mean, it seems like it would be an easy thing to do just to set the white balance. But usually what you want to do is have your subject actually in frame when you set it. And like the camera's all the way over here. And so for me to set the white balance while I'm here, I'd have to have someone come do it, which wouldn't be difficult, except that someone would have to come do it. And it's just easier for me to do it myself. And I kind of like the dynamic range of what happens on the video anyway. I mean, I like that the focus it'll drop out of focus sometimes if I come too close, and if I drop back, I'll hop in and out of focus. And same thing with the white balance. I think it's pretty cool. So anyway, this video's gone a little bit long, but I just wanted to show you some of the cool things that I've been doing with some of the technology stuff that I've been using. And we'll have a cool little split camera effect that we'll be rolling through. And one of these times I'm gonna have to maybe next week I'll give you a demo of the August Smart Lock because it's really cool. Of course, I'm a sucker for little things like that, but it is pretty cool. So anyway, happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you have a great day. I got a couch coming today, which I'm excited about. So I'm just hanging out waiting for that thing to show up. But I hope that you have a great Tuesday. I hope that you have a great week. And we'll see you tomorrow as we talk about some wake up stuff. Tomorrow's episode's going to be good. Been planning it since last week's episode. So stick around. Tomorrow's episode's going to be great. And it's going to be good times. So have a good day.